Right now on the lineup, up in flames. This video shows a raging fire after a house explosion. Neighbors on social media said they felt the ground shake before they saw the inferno.
Last video from western Pennsylvania shows a tornado ripping through a neighborhood. It hit a church while they were holding service. We're going to hear from people who were inside when it ripped the steeple off.
And when you work remotely, you can take your office anywhere, even Disney World. We're going to have that as more people spend their downtime with Mickey and friends.
Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Monday, May 13th, 2024.
The Lineup is brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today. Starting with, we're back to this video captured moments after an explosion in Cumberland County. Neighbors said they felt the ground shake near Laurel Lake early this morning. We know one person was taken to the hospital. However, firefighters haven't confirmed anyone's condition at this point. Make sure you check the NBC 10 app and our news on the air for more on this story. Now take a look at this video that shows the force of Mother Nature. A tornado ripped through southwestern Pennsylvania over the weekend. A church full of worshipers was in its path.
Wow.
Today, Crosswords Ministries in Finleyville is still cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, the pastor says amazingly no one was seriously hurt. About 100 members were inside at the time, including infants. The church steeple flew off the building, damaged several cars. The storm hit other properties bad enough that people had to find a place to shelter. In a preliminary report, the National Weather Service issued a preliminary report that said it was an EF2 with wind speeds of 118 miles per hour. The tornado struck the middle of church services as the pastor's wife was in the middle of a song.
I heard the windows start to shatter, and then the sound was like a train coming through.
There's no way we should be here. I'm telling you, God was with us.
That twister came during an outbreak over the weekend. 4 preliminary ones got reported across the Ohio Valley. There were 3 potential tornadoes in southwest Pennsylvania.
That video, oh my
Isn't it crazy?
Goodness.
Wow. Goodness gracious.
And it's truly a miracle that nobody inside that church
right.
was hurt.
Totally.
Wow.
In Chester County, police are looking for the people behind an assault that happened after the Exton Carnival was shut down.
Police say there were crowds of young people. A man was beaten, kicked inside the Exton Square Mall. A business in the mall shared this video with authorities. West Whiteland Township Police, they're looking for anyone who can identify the victim or the suspects in this. Hey, today marks the anniversary of one of Philadelphia's darkest days.
Yeah, the Move bombing happened May 13th, 1985. It's when the city dropped a bomb on a house on Osage Avenue in West Philadelphia where members of the Move organization lived. The bombing and fire that followed killed 6 adults and 5 children, destroying 61 homes. Today, a relative of one of the homeowners is kicking off a year-long 13-run challenge to honor the victims. He'll run 13 half marathons leading up to the 40th year since the bombing next May. Boy, I remember talking to one of our former photographers, Pete Kane, about this because he was up in a window filming the whole thing, and that was on the 30th anniversary. It's amazing. It's been 40 years.
I remember as a kid. I remember seeing it as a kid. Like, what's happening here?
It's crazy.
In Philadelphia.
Yep. Really important today. Wear your seatbelt. Pennsylvania State Police are starting that Click It or Ticket campaign.
Yeah, they're going to have officers set up across the state for the rest of the month. To also check your child's car seat or booster seat. You can check the time and place at the Pennsylvania State Police website. Happening today, a police officer running across the country to bring awareness to human trafficking will make his way through Philadelphia.
And he wants Philly's running community to join him.
We're doing a huge meetup in Philadelphia, starting at the Art Museum. We'll be running a 5K around the city, ending at McGillen's.
Ben Salem native Andrew Linder is a United States Capitol Police officer. He started a run back in March in Santa Monica, California. Officer Linder will end in New York City this weekend. He says he runs about 40 miles a day in order to keep his pace. Andrew will be at the Art Museum tonight at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
More people are working at Walt Disney World these days, and not because they're putting in time as the Mickey Mouse.
We're going to go inside the trend of people taking their work to the happiest place on earth. We're back in 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Here I go again on my own.
Introducing the all-new TD Clear credit card with no late fees and no interest, just a simple monthly fee. That's predictability. even when expenses aren't.
$4? That's bananas.
It's a pear. Oh, man.
The all-new TD Clear credit card. That's how credit can be unexpectedly human. Call 1-844-TD-CLEAR for details about credit costs and terms.
A hot trend has taken off of remote workers setting up their office at Disney World and posting about it online.
NBC's Stephen Romo talked with a work from Disney fan about mixing work and play.
It's called the happiest place on earth, but now some remote workers are turning Disney World into their office.
I'm a remote worker, and here's how I arrange my Disney World travel around my full-time job.
The trend exploding on social media in the post-pandemic world. Everyone from freelance journalists to lawyers sharing where inside the park they can plug in and get to work, while also mixing in some time to visit Cinderella's castle.
I'm able to shift my hours earlier so that I can hit the parks in the afternoon after I've wrapped up my work for the day.
Matt Richardson has been working remotely from Disney for 2 years now.
What's important to my employer is that I get my work done, and that's my first priority no matter where I am in the world.
He lives about 1,000 miles away from Orlando, but realized he could still enjoy his favorite parks and create digital content while also maintaining a job at his tech company.
I wanted to take a trip down to Disney as things were coming back, and I kept working. I opened up my laptop, I kept the emails going, and it made me realize that I don't necessarily have to be in my home in Ohio to get work done.
Hey, you're not authorized. But not everyone thinks you should be able to work from a galaxy far, far away. Dr. Stefan Meyer with Columbia Business School supports remote work, but says workers should be careful not to take advantage of their employers.
You know, what is kind of accepted, what is okay, remote work, what is just giving flexibility, and what is like slippery slope into we're not just taking more days off and phoning it in on a ride.
For Caleb and Matt, though, they're just hoping to add a little more magic to their workday.
It's a feeling of comfort, a little bit of nostalgia. There's great music. It's just a really happy, fun environment to be in.
We can't do that.
You know, would you imagine if we took it on the road? We can go to Universal Studios. You know, that's an NBC, partner property right there.
Yeah, but that would be like for like a couple of days.
I know, right. Yeah, we couldn't just chill out.
You know, we should do. You know, we need to talk.
We do.
We need to talk.
We need
to go to Universal.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, they got the big thing coming.
Why not?
We're doing it. We're doing it. Study shows you don't need to be the outdoorsy type to crave time outside.
More than half the people surveyed for RV share said they want more outside time. People said it helps them clear their head, it puts them in a better mood, and relaxes them. New research also found you need an average of 67 minutes outside every day to feel refreshed, right? If only the weather would cooperate.
Well,
for that
yeah.
long,
I mean, and it's so much easier to do it in spring and summer
100%.
than it is winter.
Definitely.
But yeah, get outside.
If your idea of the outdoors includes the ocean and sand, we got a
Yes.
new ranking of the world's best beaches.
That's my outdoor time. It comes from a study commissioned by Banana Boat. At number 1 on the list, Trunk Bay in the U.S. Virgin Islands. St. John there, beautiful beach. Cala Mariolu in Italy came in second, and Meads Bay in Anguilla ranked third. The only beach in the contingent U.S. to make the top 50 is Henderson Beach in Florida, coming in at number 44. It's far down on the list,
right?
Huh? The list considers factors like crowds, the uniqueness of the landscape, and the soundtrack of nature.
Yep.
So those are 3 pretty specific things.
Absolutely, yeah.
You cannot be a best beach if you're overcrowded. So that takes you out.
I want to go to Henderson Beach. I mean, that's pretty crazy that of all of the beaches in the United States, that's the only one named, at least in the continental United States.
Yeah.
That warrants a visit. Never mind Universal Studios. Let's go down to Henderson Beach.
Yeah. Hawaii is its own thing because they've got, we've got like beautiful beaches out there.
Beaches,
but like if you're talking about the continental United States, then yeah.
That's it. That's where it's at, apparently.
All right. Let's go to the beach. Hey, I scream, you scream, we all scream for oysters.
What? A food truck in New Jersey serving up oysters on the go. Eat Perla works the way an ice cream truck does, only they sell oysters. You can order yours grilled, raw, or covered in mignonette. The Eat Perla app monitors the truck's location so you don't miss the truck when it makes its way to your town. If oysters are your thing.
It's so funny that neither one of us likes oysters,
No.
but our spouses like oysters.
Yep, exactly.
Love them.
Yeah. Holly will eat anything, but oysters, absolutely.
Like my husband would like, is there an app to track the truck? Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's find these oysters, get them a different way every time. Let's try where are they from?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So there are a lot of people, like if you're really into oysters, they would be really into that.
Which is great. That's good. There's a market for that then.
Absolutely.
Not for us, but yeah, awesome. How about that cocktail that tastes like a hot dog, Erin? That's what we've all been clamoring for, to wash down those oysters.
Oh, can you imagine? It's on the menu at a bar in New York City. Lily Star is serving up the cocktail called Hot Dog in It this summer. The bar says it evokes the essence of a hot dog. Now, listen to the ingredients. You got tequila, vermouth, tomato water, and mustard seed agave. The presentation does not disappoint. Foil wrapper garnished with a cocktail wiener. So the ingredients don't sound, I don't do tomato juice in my drink, so I don't, you know what I mean? But like.
It's tomato water. That's the other thing, too. Well, it's not tomato juice.
Well, what's tomato water?
I guess like, I worried it was hot dog water. Like, you know how you can boil a hot dog?
Well, that would just be like salty.
Yeah.
Well, it's gross to think about, but that's like salty water, right?
I guess like, call it something else. Like when I think of like a hot dog cocktail, I'm like, ugh. Call it like dirty martini.
A dirty dog?
Like a dirty dog or something. Call it a dirty dog.
But if you call it hot dog, then it's like got this like.
Ugh.
I don't think a lot of people are going to be on board for this.
I don't think so either. But we're talking about it, and I guess that was their intention. Huh?
Yeah, but we're talking about it, and I still think people are going to be like.
Yeah. What is it?
We don't have to put everything mash everything together.
Nope.
Everything isn't a mashup.
Yep. Exactly.
Separate. Have your hot dog and a cocktail.
That's right. Remember that. Not everything's a mashup.
Not everything. That does it. For today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. Catch us weekday mornings from 4 to 7 a.m. Also listen to our podcast. Because this is a podcast too. Have a great day.
So exciting.